Welcome back to another exciting episode where we uncover the hidden treasures sitting inside your pocket change. Today's video is about a very special and often overlooked coin that could be worth a fortune if you're lucky enough to find it. We are diving deep into the history, details, and current market value of the 1981 D Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin, a coin that could be worth up to $34,897 today. Let's begin by going back to the origins of the Washington quarter. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Originally intended as a one-year commemorative coin, its design was so well received that it became a permanent issue. The obverse of the coin features a left-facing portrait of George Washington, originally sculpted by John Flanagan, while the reverse displays a bald eagle with outstretched wings, a bundle of arrows in its talons, and olive branches beneath, symbolizing both strength and peace. Now let's fast forward to the year 1981. The 1980s were an important decade for U.S. coinage. The United States Mint was working tirelessly to meet the increasing demand for coins, and millions of Washington quarters were struck that year. Specifically in 1981, quarters were minted at three locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Denver Mint is where the D Mint mark comes into play. If you look closely on the obverse side of the 1981 Washington quarter, just to the right of Washington's ponytail, you'll see the small capital letter D indicating that the coin was minted in Denver, Colorado. The 1981 D Washington quarter had a mintage of over 575 million coins. With such a high number produced, many might assume that this coin is very common and not worth more than its face value. However, that is where the story gets interesting. While most 1981 D quarters are indeed common and still in circulation today, a small number of them have shown incredible collector value due to rare minting errors, exceptional condition, or both. What makes some of these coins so valuable? First, let's talk about the importance of condition. Coin collectors, also known as numismatists, pay close attention to the quality and grading of a coin. The Sheldon coin grading scale ranges from 1 to 70, with a grade of MS or Mint State 70 being a flawless, pristine coin. A 1981 D Washington quarter in Mint State 67 or higher, with bright luster, no visible wear, and perfect strike, is extremely rare. Only a few coins have survived in such superb condition, making them highly desirable to collectors. Next, we have to consider die varieties and minting errors. These are mistakes that occurred during the minting process, which makes a coin unique and far more valuable. Some known errors for the 1981 D quarter include off-center strikes, double die obverse or reverse, clipped planchets, and coins struck on the wrong metal planchets. For example, a quarter struck on a nickel planchet or with doubled lettering can bring huge premiums at auctions and private sales. Now let's talk about the jaw-dropping value of this coin. While an average circulated 1981 D Washington quarter might only be worth 25 cents to $1, those in uncirculated condition or with a rare error can fetch thousands. In one notable auction, a 1981 D Washington quarter in pristine Mint State 68 condition, combined with a unique die error, sold for an astonishing $34,897. That's right, nearly $35,000 for a single quarter that could have easily been overlooked or spent at a vending machine. The coin collecting market has been booming in recent years, with more collectors entering the scene and driving up prices for rare and high-grade coins. Online marketplaces, professional auction houses, and collector communities are constantly seeking standout pieces like the 1981 D Washington quarter in top condition. The increasing demand and shrinking supply of well-preserved coins continue to drive up values year after year. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1981 D Washington quarter? First, examine the coin closely under a good light or magnifying glass. Check for any doubling in the letters or numbers, unusual shapes, or missing elements. Then look at the condition. If the coin still has its original luster, sharp details, and no scratches or wear, it could be in mint state. If you believe your coin is special, consider sending it to a professional grading service such as PCGS or NGC. A professional grade can dramatically increase the value of your coin and give you confidence when selling or auctioning it. Remember, treasure can be hiding in plain sight. That jar of coins on your shelf, the change in your pocket, or the coins passed down from family members might contain valuable surprises like this 1981 D Washington quarter. So now that you know the story, history, and true value of this seemingly ordinary quarter, it's time to check your collection. You might be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. Do not ignore any quarter from 1981, especially if it has a D mint mark. You could be holding a rare gem that collectors will pay thousands for. Thank you for watching. If you found this information valuable, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another video on rare coins that could make you rich. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare 1981 D Washington quarter or any other valuable coin. Until next time, keep hunting, stay curious, and never stop checking your change. Welcome back to another exciting and informative video where we dive deep into the hidden treasures that may be lying unnoticed in your coin jar or pocket change. Today, we're focusing on a remarkable coin that has been turning heads in the world of collectors and investors. We're talking about the 1994 P Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin, a seemingly ordinary coin that is now worth a staggering amount of money. Stay with us as we uncover its history, what makes it special, and how this specific quarter can reach a current market value of over $94,202. Let's start by going back in time to understand the historical significance of the Washington quarter. The Washington quarter was first minted in the year 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. The original design was created by sculptor John Flanagan and has remained an iconic image of American coinage. Over the decades, this quarter has gone through several changes in terms of design, mint location, and composition, but it has always remained a symbol of American pride and history. Now moving forward to the year 1994. This was a time when the United States Mint continued producing Washington quarters as part of the standard circulation coinage. That year, 3 primary mint facilities were involved in producing quarters, including Philadelphia, which used the P mint mark, Denver with the D mint mark, and San Francisco, which handled proof coinage. Our focus today is the 1994 P Washington quarter, struck in the Philadelphia Mint. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 800 million Washington quarters in the year 1994. That's right, the official number stands at approximately 829 million coins. So with that high mintage, you might be wondering what makes this coin so valuable and so rare. The answer lies not just in rarity, but also in condition, errors, and unique attributes that elevate certain coins above the rest. Let's talk about the key features of this coin. The obverse or front of the coin showcases the left-facing profile of George Washington, with the word Liberty above his head and the motto "In God We Trust" to the left. Below Washington's neck is the date 1994, and the P mint mark, indicating it was struck in Philadelphia, appears to the right side near the ponytail. On the reverse side of the coin, we see the iconic eagle with outstretched wings clutching a bundle of arrows and surrounded by olive branches, symbolizing strength and peace. The inscriptions United States of America and $quarter are prominently displayed. Now here's where it gets fascinating. Among the millions of coins struck, only a very small number were minted with rare errors, superior condition, or unique qualities that make them incredibly valuable. These include coins that were struck on the wrong planchet, coins with double die errors, off-center strikes, or coins preserved in extremely high grades such as MS67 or higher. Professional coin grading services like PCGS and NGC have confirmed that finding a 1994 P quarter in such high mint state condition is exceptionally rare. Coins graded MS67 or higher are considered nearly flawless, with sharp details, bright luster, and no contact marks visible to the naked eye. One such coin, in pristine uncirculated condition and graded by a professional agency, was sold for an astounding $94,202 in a major numismatic auction. That's right. This seemingly ordinary quarter that you may find in your loose change or old coin stash could be worth tens of thousands of dollars if it's one of those high-grade or rare specimens. Imagine holding a piece of American history in your hand that could pay off your car, your student loans, or even help fund a new house. Collectors and dealers are always on the lookout for coins like these. So, how do you know if you have a valuable 1994 Washington quarter? The first step is to inspect the coin carefully. Look for strong details, original luster, and no visible damage or scratches. Use a magnifying glass to check for any signs of doubling in the letters or numbers, as double die errors are often highly prized. Also, weigh the coin to make sure it matches the standard specifications, as wrong planchet errors can occur when the coin is accidentally struck on a different metal blank. If you believe your coin has potential, the next step is to get it professionally graded. Submitting it to a reputable grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Company can provide authentication, protection, and an official grade that helps determine its value in the collector's market. Demand for high-quality and error coins continues to rise, and with platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections, many collectors are paying premium prices for rare coins in top condition. Some coin sellers have even managed to earn life-changing money from coins that others would overlook. So next time you get change back from a store or go through your old coin collections, don't ignore the quarters. Check for the date, inspect for the P mint mark, and closely examine the coin's condition. That 1994 Washington $quarter coin sitting in your drawer could be worth far more than 25 cents. It could be worth over $94,000 if it meets the right criteria. In conclusion, the 1994 mint mark Washington quarter is more than just a piece of pocket change. It's a symbol of American heritage, a collector's gem, and potentially a high-value asset hiding in plain sight. Whether you are a new collector, a casual hobbyist, or an experienced numismatist, this coin deserves a place on your radar. Always remember to check your coins carefully because treasure can be found in the most unexpected places. Thank you for watching and being a part of our growing community of coin lovers and history enthusiasts. If you found this video informative and fascinating, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on another coin treasure story. Drop a comment below if you have a 1994 quarter, or if you want to learn about more rare and valuable coins that could change your life. Until next time, happy coin hunting and stay curious. Welcome back to another fascinating deep dive into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we are going to uncover the complete history, hidden value, and incredible current market worth of a coin that may be hiding in your pocket change right now, the 1995 mint mark Washington $quarter coin. This one-of-a-kind coin has been making headlines among collectors and numismatists across the country, not just for its unique characteristics, but because it has recently been sold for an astonishing $83,900. That's right. A coin that was once worth just 25 cents is now worth more than a brand new luxury car. So sit back and pay close attention, because what you learn in this video might just help you retire early if you're lucky enough to find one of these coins. The story of the 1995 Washington quarter begins with the rich history of the Washington quarter series itself. First introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, the Washington quarter was never meant to be a permanent coin. But due to its popularity and iconic design, it remained in circulation for decades. Fast forward to 1995, a year that might seem recent, but in the coin collecting world, it holds great significance, especially for quarters minted in Philadelphia. The P mint mark on this coin indicates that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. In 1995, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 1 billion Washington quarters. That's a massive number, but not all coins are created equal. Among the billions minted, only a tiny fraction have the rare features that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. And one of these rare and extraordinary coins is the 1995 Washington $quarter that has recently caught the attention of high-end collectors willing to pay more than $83,000. So, what makes this particular coin so valuable? There are several key factors, and we're going to break them all down in detail. First and foremost is the condition of the coin. Collectors pay a premium for coins that are in near-perfect condition, graded as mint state or proof by professional grading companies. A 1995 p quarter in regular circulated condition might not be worth much, but one that has been preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition can command a significant price, especially if it has no signs of wear, discoloration, or damage. Coins that achieve a grade of MS67 or higher are considered investment grade and can fetch thousands of dollars at auction, but beyond the condition. What truly sets this coin apart are the rare minting errors and die varieties that exist only in a handful of examples. Some of the most valuable 1995 p Washington quarters include errors such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, and coins struck on the wrong metal planchets. A double die obverse means that the design on the front of the coin was struck twice, slightly misaligned, which creates a noticeable doubling effect on the lettering or George Washington's profile. These errors are extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. Another factor that adds to the value of the 1995 p quarter is its rarity in combination with these features. While billions were made, only a very small number were struck with these errors and managed to remain in perfect condition. That's why when one such coin surfaced in a private auction with a verified grade and a documented minting error, collectors were ready to bid high, resulting in a final sale of $83,900. Let's talk about the coin's current market status. As of now, the 1995 p mint Mark Washington quarter with minting errors and top-tier grading is considered one of the most valuable modern quarters. Prices can vary widely based on the specifics of each coin, but verified examples have sold for tens of thousands of dollars. If you happen to own a 1995 p Washington quarter, or if you come across one in your change, don't rush to spend it. Instead, inspect the coin carefully. Look for any unusual markings, doubling in the text or design, off-center striking, or unusual coloration. If your coin looks suspiciously perfect or contains any of these signs, it's time to get it professionally appraised or graded. Grading companies such as PCGS or NGC can authenticate the coin's value and condition, giving you a certified report that could turn your ordinary quarter into a life-changing payday. Also remember that values like $83,900 are only possible when a coin meets all the highest criteria: rare error, high grade, and great demand among collectors. Now you might be wondering, how can I sell a coin like this if I find one? There are several paths you can take. You can reach out to major auction houses that specialize in rare coins, such as Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers. You can also list the coin through trusted online platforms like eBay, but only if your coin has already been authenticated by a grading company. Avoid dealing with unknown buyers directly unless you are absolutely sure they are reputable, because rare coins like this are easy targets for fraud and undervaluation. So what have we learned today? The 1995 p mint Mark Washington quarter dollar may appear to be just another everyday coin, but its true value could be hidden in plain sight. From its historical significance as part of the long-running Washington Quarter series to the unique minting errors and pristine condition that make it incredibly rare, this coin stands as a perfect example of why you should always check your change. With one verified coin selling for $83,900, this is not just another coin. It's a piece of history, a collector's treasure, and a potential jackpot for the lucky person who finds it. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new today, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos on rare and valuable coins that could be worth thousands, or even millions of dollars. Share this video with friends and family, because you never know who might be holding onto a fortune without even realizing it. Thank you for watching, and remember, the next time you're handed a handful of change, don't ignore the quarters. Check each one carefully, because the next coin you find could be your ticket to a big payday. See you in the next video. Welcome back to another exciting and eye-opening video on the most rare and valuable coins in American history. In today's video, we are diving deep into one of the most mysterious and highly valuable modern coins ever discovered, the 1996 D Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar coin. You might be surprised to know that a coin minted just a few decades ago, one that many of us may have unknowingly used in everyday transactions, is now making headlines for being worth a jaw-dropping amount of money. Yes, the current market value of this coin has soared to an astonishing $92,634, and collectors are constantly searching for high-grade examples and rare varieties that could change your life overnight. Let's start with a little background history. The Washington Quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Designed by John Flanagan, the coin quickly became a staple in American coinage. Over the decades, the Washington Quarter has seen several design changes, minting variations, and special issues, but none are quite as fascinating or as lucrative as the 1996 D-Mint Mark edition. The 1996 Washington Quarter was struck at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The D-Mint mark on this coin indicates that it was minted at the Denver Mint in Colorado. The Denver Mint is known for producing high quantities of circulating coins, and the 1996 D Washington Quarter was no exception. Millions of these coins were struck and released into circulation. However, what sets certain 1996 D quarters apart from the rest is a combination of factors, including condition, minting errors, die varieties, and rarity in uncirculated or proof-like states. Now, let's talk about the physical features of the coin. The obverse or front of the coin features the familiar left-facing bust of George Washington. Above his head is the word Liberty, to the left is the phrase "In God We Trust," and below his neck is the mint year 1996 along with the D-Mint mark. The reverse side of the coin showcases the classic image of a heraldic eagle with wings spread, clutching arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing strength and peace. Surrounding the eagle are the inscriptions "United States of America," "E Pluribus Unum," and "Quarter Dollar." Despite being a relatively modern coin, certain 1996 D Washington Quarters have become incredibly rare due to unique minting errors and extremely well-preserved specimens. Some coins have doubled dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks, all of which dramatically increase their numismatic value. In particular, coins that have been graded by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC as mint state 67 or higher have fetched huge amounts at public auctions. One of the most notable examples of the 1996 D Washington Quarter sold for an unbelievable $92,634 due to its nearly flawless surface, sharp strike, and incredible luster. Collectors were blown away by its pristine condition and unique characteristics, making it one of the most sought-after quarters in recent years. Another important factor in the value of this coin is its rarity in high grades. While millions were produced, very few were preserved in mint state condition. Most were used in circulation, accumulating scratches, dings, and wear. It is the combination of rarity, condition, and potential minting anomalies that give this coin its extraordinary value. The highest grade examples are considered museum quality and are rarely seen in the open market. So, how do you know if you have a valuable 1996 D Washington Quarter? First, check for the D Mint mark just to the right of Washington's ponytail on the obverse. Then, examine the coin closely for any errors or unusual features. You may need a magnifying glass or a microscope to detect things like doubled letters, misalignments, or extra metal. If your coin appears to be in excellent condition with sharp details and brilliant luster, it might be worth getting it professionally graded. Another way to increase the value of your coin is by keeping it untouched, away from moisture and air exposure. Ideally in a coin flip or plastic holder designed for long-term preservation. Never clean the coin, as this could severely lower its value. Collectors and grading services value originality, so even if a coin is tarnished, that natural patina is preferred over a polished appearance. In conclusion, the 1996 D Mint Mark Washington Quarter Dollar coin is a modern marvel of numismatic interest. What once seemed like just a regular piece of change has now become a potential treasure worth over $92,000. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone new to the world of coins, it's a reminder that incredible value can sometimes be hiding in the most unexpected places, even in your pocket change. Make sure to check your coin jars, old wallets, and piggy banks. You never know, you might be sitting on a fortune and not even realize it. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins that could change your financial future, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on these hidden treasures. Thank you for watching and happy coin hunting! Welcome back to another exciting episode where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change and explore the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins that could make you rich. Today, we are going to dive deep into the incredible story of the 1998 D Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar coin. This is a coin that looks ordinary at first glance, but some rare versions of it have shocked collectors and sellers alike by reaching a staggering market value of $63,920. Yes, you heard that right. A single 1998 D Washington quarter could be worth more than a brand new luxury car, or even a down payment on a house. So, what makes this quarter from 1998 so special and valuable? To understand its significance, let's first explore the history behind the Washington quarter itself. The Washington quarter dollar coin was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. It quickly became one of the most circulated coins in American history. The original design featured the iconic profile of George Washington on the obverse, or front side, of the coin, while the reverse side originally displayed an eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath. Fast forward to 1998. This was the final year before the United States Mint launched the famous 50-state quarters program, which began in 1999 and continued until 2008. The 1998 quarter is significant because it was the last of the classic eagle reverse design before the transition to the state-themed designs. This makes the 1998 quarter a piece of transition history and a key item for collectors who value the final edition of the classic look. Now let's focus on the D Mint mark. The letter D on the coin signifies that it was minted in Denver, Colorado. The Denver Mint is one of the primary facilities for coin production in the United States, and millions of 1998 D quarters were struck. However, not all of them are created equal. While most of these quarters are common and worth only face value, a very small number of them were struck with unusual characteristics that have made them extremely rare and desirable. So, what are the unique features that make a 1998 D Washington quarter worth so much money? First, we need to talk about mint errors. Coin collectors, also known as numismatists, pay huge sums for coins that were produced with unusual flaws or errors during the minting process. Some examples of these errors include double dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, and wrong planchet errors. One such 1998 D quarter that sold for over $63,000 had a remarkable combination of errors, including a double die obverse, where the image of George Washington's profile appears slightly doubled, creating a shadow-like effect that is clearly visible without a microscope. In other cases, the quarter may have been struck on the wrong planchet, such as a nickel or a foreign coin blank, which gives it an unusual weight, color, or size. Such mistakes are extremely rare because the United States Mint has strict quality control, but when they do happen and go undetected, they become prized possessions in the coin collecting community. Another major factor that adds value to a 1998 D quarter is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect mint state coin that has never been touched by human hands and has no scratches, dents, or discoloration. Coins that are graded MS66, MS67, or higher by trusted third-party grading services like PCGS or NGC can command thousands of dollars at auction. Combine a high-grade condition with a rare mint error, and you have a recipe for a coin worth over $63,000. Now you might be wondering how you can tell if your 1998 D quarter is one of these rare and valuable ones. The first step is to look at the coin under a bright light and possibly with a magnifying glass. Examine George Washington's face, the word liberty, and the phrase "In God we trust" for signs of doubling or irregularities. Look at the rim to see if it is complete or clipped. Feel the texture and weight of the coin to detect any abnormalities. If anything looks unusual or different, your next step should be to get the coin professionally appraised or graded. Collectors are constantly searching for rare varieties and errors, and online marketplaces like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections have seen bidding wars erupt over these rare 1998 D quarters. One well-preserved coin with a unique error sold for an astonishing $63,920 at a numismatic auction. The key to these high prices is a combination of rarity, condition, and demand. To protect the value of your coin, make sure to store it properly. Keep it in a protective holder or coin slab, away from moisture, oils, and physical damage. Avoid cleaning it, as cleaning can actually reduce the value by leaving tiny scratches on the surface. Always handle the coin by the edges and avoid touching the face or reverse directly. In conclusion, the 1998 D Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin is far more than a simple piece of pocket change. It represents a historical bridge between two iconic coin programs, and certain rare versions of it are now worth tens of thousands of dollars due to mint errors, high grades, and collector demand. If you have one of these coins sitting in your drawer, it could potentially be your ticket to a huge payday. So take a moment today to check your coin jars, your wallet, and your old collections. You never know when you might come across a hidden gem. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into rare coins that could change your life financially. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and stay curious.